Hey everyone. All right, so I'm obviously out again. I'm hopefully going to be there tomorrow. I have a nasty virus and some nasty pink eye going on, and I didn't want to scare you. But I also really want to review a few things from last week so that tomorrow we can move forward. Okay, so first thing I want to walk through is your homework that was due last Friday. If you did it, that's awesome. If you didn't do it, you're getting a free pass. So, oh boy, hold on, my battery's running low. I gotta pause and go get my charger. Alrighty, here we go. So if you did this, I want you to check to make sure that your work is correct. If you didn't do it, you need to do it. All right, here we go. So question number 1, what is ironic or funny about the porter calling the gate to Macbeth's castle the gates to hell? So this porter is serving as a Shakespearean fool. Shakespeare would often write characters in to his, specifically his tragedies, right after super dark scenes, maybe that involved death or murder or something like that, to kind of like lighten the mood. Sometimes they were literal clowns. Sometimes they were more of like a jester character. In this case, it's this porter who's like drunk and kind of stumbling around. He says that he's coming to answer the door in the name of Beelzebub, which is another name for the devil. And so what's ironic here is that the porter does not know about the evil that occurred in the castle that night. Macbeth murdered Duncan under the cover of darkness. It's dramatic irony because he doesn't know, but the audience does know. So this would serve as kind of like a funny way to bridge the scenes between the murder and what happens next. Okay, why is Macbeth talking in short clipped sentences? This is Shakespeare utilizing syntax to emphasize that Macbeth is terrified of being caught. He's lying. He's likely panicking and stumbling over his words. How does Macbeth explain the dead chamberlains? Macbeth says that he was so angry at the sight of the slain Duncan that he killed the chamberlains in a fit of rage. He says, like, I was just so angry that I murdered them because I knew that they had done it. All right. How do Duncan's sons respond to the murder? What do? They get super nervous. They are afraid that they are going to be targeted next, so they flee the scene. Malcolm goes to England and Donalbain heads to Ireland. All right, then you have this weird Act 2, Scene 4, this old man and Ross, one of the Scottish noblemen, talking about all these weird things that have been going on. So let's get down to these questions. At the end of the scene, who is the number one suspect for the murder of Duncan? The number one suspect is Duncan's sons. It is believed that they bribed the chamberlains to kill their father, likely so that they could usurp the throne, essentially like take over faster. So the main suspects are Donalbain and Malcolm. Who do people believe actually committed the murder? They think it was the chamberlains. They see them with the bloody daggers. So they think they did it, but they believe it's because they were probably bribed by his sons. So who is now the king? Macbeth has actually been named king. So like that part of the prophecy has now come true. And at the opening of this scene, these two men talk about all the unnatural things that have been happening. Okay. They say that the sky is so dark, it is like night during the day. That's up here. Ross says, the heavens, as troubled with man's acts, threatens his bloody range. By the clock it is day, and yet dark night strangles the traveling lamp. The traveling lamp is the sun. Basically, it's like as dark as night, but it's the middle of the day. All right. So we're getting a little bit of symbolism here that we're going to analyze here shortly. Let me go back down here. The next thing we see is some weird stuff going on with birds. All right. The old man says that an owl attacked and killed a falcon. So let's go find that up in the text. He says, yeah, it's unnatural, like what's happening with the sun. And he says, like last Tuesday, A falcon, towering in her pride of place, was by a mousing owl hawked at and killed. Okay, so essentially this falcon, who, you know, is like this hunting animal, like kind of like the highest up of the hunting animals, was attacked and killed by an owl, okay, who normally only attacks small little rodents, all right, but kind of goes after this higher up bird, all right. Another interesting thing about owls is that they hunt at night, and that's when Macbeth killed Duncan. The last thing is, and I'm just going to stay up here because this is where the text is, Duncan's horses, like his beautiful horses, they busted out of their stalls, and this is the weird part. They started eating each other. Okay? So this is super weird. And there's a lot of takes on this. But the overall theme here is that nature is just being upended. Everything that's supposed to be happening isn't happening. Weird, antithetical to nature things are taking place. Duncan's horses, some people say it's representative of like the Scottish noble people. They're starting to like go out against the ranks of Duncan, right? And start like attacking each other, as we kind of see that happening. Okay, so today I wanted you to review that here. Okay, and I'm going to walk you through it a little bit. So the three big scenes introduced in that text were knight, birds, and horses. So the symbol of the knight, night has overtaken day. And you can just write these out in your notes somewhere, okay? Night has overtaken day. The symbolism here could be like evil has overtaken good. The birds, the owl has killed the falcon. The lower bird of prey has killed the higher bird of prey. So the lower in rank has killed the higher. And the horses, what happens? They break out of their stalls and they eat each other. Everyone is breaking rank. Unnatural things are happening. Okay, so to sum up all of this, oops, oh, it's right here. Okay, what do the unnatural events, such as owls killing hawks and horses eating each other, discussed by Ross and the old man, signify? This in sum signifies the destruction of the natural order caused by the murder of King Duncan. Okay, the natural order has been completely disrupted. Macbeth is supposed to be the Thane under Duncan. He, however, has disrupted everything by murdering his superior. It is night when it should be day. The horses who are like vegetarians, right? They don't eat meat. They're attacking and eating each other. And this lower bird of prey is attacking and eating the higher bird of prey when typically he only eats mice. Okay? All right. And then last Friday, you were supposed to, let me find this. You were supposed to complete this work. So we're going to have to go through this pretty quickly. So go ahead and get this out. I'll pause while you get it out.